It's a little-known fact, tucked away in the annals of Star Wars history, that the wise and powerful Jedi Master Yoda was almost portrayed by a monkey wearing a mask. Imagine, if you will, a small primate clad in Jedi robes, wielding a lightsaber, and performing the intricate moves of a Jedi Master. This image, as bizarre as it sounds, was a serious consideration during the early stages of the Empire Strikes Back production. The idea was to use a trained monkey, outfitted with a face mask resembling Yoda's distinctive features, to bring the character to life in a unique way. The initial concept for Yoda involved a creature that was more physically active and agile than the Yoda we know and love today. The filmmakers envisioned Yoda leaping and bounding through the swamps of Dagobah, demonstrating his mastery of the Force through acrobatic feats and impressive agility. A monkey with its natural agility and dexterity seemed like a logical choice to embody this early vision of the character, bringing a dynamic energy to the role. The idea was to capture the essence of a wise ancient being while also showcasing his physical prowess and nimbleness. This intriguing, if somewhat unconventional approach to Yoda's portrayal reflects the experimental and innovative spirit of the early Star Wars films. George Lucas and his team were constantly pushing the boundaries of filmmaking, exploring new and creative ways to bring their fantastical world to life on the big screen. They weren't afraid to take risks, even if those risks involved putting a monkey in a Jedi robe and mask. The early stages of filmmaking are always full of these kinds of unexpected turns and imaginative explorations, which can lead to surprising and innovative ideas. The image of a monkey Yoda, while amusing in retrospect, speaks to the challenges of bringing such a unique and otherworldly character to the screen in a believable way. Yoda, with his distinctive appearance and mannerisms, presented a significant challenge for the filmmakers, who needed to balance realism with fantasy. They needed to find a way to create a believable and compelling character that would capture the imaginations of audiences worldwide and stand the test of time. The monkey idea, though ultimately discarded, was a testament to their willingness to explore every possibility, no matter how unconventional. Yoda, as we know him, is a product of a long and complex creative process. His appearance, personality, and even his unique way of speaking evolved over time, shaped by the contributions of numerous artists, writers, and filmmakers. Initially, Yoda was conceived as a much more active and physically agile character. Early concept art depicts him as a wiry, almost elfin figure, capable of impressive physical feats. The idea of Yoda being a powerful Jedi Master, despite his diminutive stature, was central to his character from the beginning. The filmmakers wanted to subvert the traditional image of a powerful warrior and demonstrate that true strength comes from within, not from physical size or prowess. This concept of inner strength became a defining characteristic of Yoda and a recurring theme throughout the Star Wars saga. As the character developed, the focus shifted from physical agility to wisdom and inner strength. Yoda became less about acrobatic displays and more about the quiet power of the Force. This shift in emphasis led the filmmakers to reconsider the idea of using a monkey, as it no longer aligned with the evolving vision of the character. The transformation of Yoda from a nimble, monkey-like creature to the wise and serene Jedi Master we know and love is a fascinating example of the evolution of a character during the filmmaking process. It highlights the dynamic nature of creative development and the collaborative effort required to bring a truly iconic character to life. The decision to consider a monkey for the role of Yoda wasn't as outlandish as it might seem at first glance, given the context of the time. In the late 1970s, the technology for creating realistic and expressive alien creatures was still very much in its infancy. CGI was not yet a viable option, and practical effects were limited by the available materials and techniques of the era. A trained monkey, with its natural movements and expressions, offered a potentially cost-effective and convincing way to bring Yoda to life on screen. Furthermore, the initial concept for Yoda emphasized his physical agility and nimbleness. The filmmakers envisioned him leaping and bounding through the swamps of Dagobah, demonstrating his mastery of the Force through acrobatic movements and stunts. A monkey, with its innate ability to climb and swing, seemed like a natural fit for this vision of the character Yoda. Its dexterity and agility would have allowed for a dynamic and visually impressive portrayal of Yoda's physical prowess and skills. The idea was to combine the monkey's natural movements with a specially designed mask that would replicate Yoda's distinctive facial features accurately. This hybrid approach, combining a live animal with prosthetic makeup, was a common technique in filmmaking at the time, especially for creating unique characters. It offered a way to create believable creatures without relying on expensive and often unreliable special effects technology of the period. The filmmakers hoped that this combination would result in a convincing and expressive portrayal of the wise Jedi Master. The consideration of a monkey for the role of Yoda underscores the practical challenges faced by the filmmakers in bringing their ambitious vision to life. It was a time of experimentation and innovation, and they were willing to explore unconventional solutions to achieve their creative goals and aspirations. While the idea ultimately proved impractical, it demonstrates the lengths to which they were willing to go to create a believable and compelling character for the audience. Section 4. Monkey Business. The Challenges of a Simian Yoda. While the idea of a monkey playing Yoda might have seemed appealing in theory, the practical realities of working with a live animal quickly became apparent. Training a monkey to perform the complex actions required for the role would have been an incredibly difficult and time-consuming process. Monkeys, while intelligent, are also notoriously unpredictable and prone to mischief. Ensuring consistent and reliable performance from a simian actor would have been a constant challenge. Another major concern was the monkey's inability to convey the subtle nuances of Yoda's character. Yoda's wisdom, compassion, and occasional flashes of humor are essential to his appeal. A monkey, no matter how well trained, would have struggled to express these complex emotions. The filmmakers realized that a convincing portrayal of Yoda required more than just physical agility. It needed emotional depth and expressiveness. The logistical challenges of working with a monkey on set would have been considerable. Maintaining a controlled environment, ensuring the animal's safety and well-being, and dealing with potential disruptions would have added significant complexity to the production. The filmmakers recognized that these practical difficulties could potentially hinder the creative process and compromise the quality of the final film. Finally, the use of a monkey in a prominent role would have inevitably raised ethical concerns. Animal welfare was a growing concern in the late 1970s, and the filmmakers were sensitive to these issues. The potential for stress and discomfort for the animal, coupled with the risk of negative public perception, ultimately led them to abandon the idea of using a monkey for the role of Yoda. Section 5. From Fur to Felt. The Rise of the Puppet Yoda. With the monkey idea abandoned, the filmmakers began to explore alternative approaches to bringing Yoda to life, seeking a method that would do justice to the character's complexity. The concept of using a puppet, while initially considered a backup plan, quickly gained traction among the creative team. Puppets offered a greater degree of control and flexibility than a live animal, allowing the filmmakers to precisely manipulate Yoda's movements and expressions with incredible detail. This level of control was crucial for conveying the nuances of Yoda's character and bringing him to life in a convincing and engaging way that would resonate with audiences. The task of designing and building the Yoda puppet fell to Stuart Freeborn, a renowned makeup artist and creature designer with a keen eye for detail. Freeborn drew inspiration from various sources, including his own face and that of Albert Einstein, to create Yoda's distinctive and memorable appearance. He meticulously crafted the puppet, paying close attention to every detail, from the wrinkles on Yoda's forehead to the subtle movements of his ears, ensuring authenticity. The puppet was designed to be operated by a team of puppeteers, each responsible for controlling different aspects of Yoda's movements and expressions, working in harmony. This collaborative approach allowed for a remarkable level of realism and expressiveness, making Yoda a believable character. The puppeteers worked in close coordination, bringing Yoda to life with a subtlety and nuance that would have been impossible to achieve with a live animal or other methods. The puppet became a canvas for their artistry, allowing them to imbue Yoda with a unique personality and charm that captivated audiences. The decision to use a puppet proved to be a turning point in the development of Yoda's character, shaping his legacy. It allowed the filmmakers to create a character that was not only visually compelling but also emotionally resonant, connecting deeply with viewers. The puppet, with its expressive features and lifelike movements, became the embodiment of Yoda's wisdom, compassion, and strength, leaving a lasting impact on the Star Wars saga. Section 6, Frank Oz, the voice and soul of Yoda.